summary, if you want to open a text file as an output file, then when you open that file, you always begin with an empty file. That means we write into the file everything from scratch. If no existing file has the given name, then the constructor will create an empty file with that name. But if an existing file has the given name, then all of its data will be eliminated, which means deleted, and a new output will be written to this existing file. And again, we are going to write into this file from scratch. Here we say that we are overwriting a file. That means a file already exists, but we are overwriting the data inside the file. Now suppose we have a file that already has a data inside it. But instead of opening the file and delete the data and start writing it to the file from scratch, suppose we want to add more data. Adding data to an existing data in a file is called appending data to the file. So if you have a file with existing data and you want to add more data, then it is always adding the new data at the end of the file. So how to open a text file for appending data to an existing data in the file? To do that, you need to change the input parameter that is passed to the constructor of the printWriter output stream. And instead of passing the file name, you need to pass a special stream that is called file output stream. This stream will give the printWriter stream a help to append data to a file when a print and println methods are used. So let me show you how to open a file for appending data using the file output stream. To open a text file for appending data, first you need to import the class definition for the file output stream. To do that, you write import java.io.file output stream. Or you can import all the classes that are inside java.io by writing import java.io.star. Next, you need to create an object of type file output stream for the file name. So here how the object is created. The input parameter to the constructor of the file output stream is the file name that is on your computer, and the second parameter is a true to tell the file output stream that we need to append data. If this is false, then the file will be open as an empty file. Now after creating the object from file output stream, we supply this file name as an input parameter to the printWriter stream. An out file will be our stream for opening the file for writing. So you supply the file name, which is an object of type file output stream, as an input parameter to the constructor of the printWriter. Finally, since the reference file name is only used once as an input parameter to the printWriter stream, then we can combine these two statements in one statement. So for short, we can write a printWriter out file equal to new printWriter, and we create the object directly inside the constructor parameter. So there is no need to create an object of file output stream and save the reference into file name, and then we pass the reference to the constructor of the printWriter. We can directly create the object, and its reference will be directly given to the constructor of the printWriter. Let us go to JGrasp to demonstrate on how to append more data to the student.txt file that we have created in the last example. This is the text file, student.txt, that we have created in the previous example. As you can see, it has 3 data lines for 3 students. Now we would like to append 2 data lines for 2 other students. Remember that appending is always adding the data at the end of the file. So therefore, the new data lines will appear after the last student, Mahmoud Jassim. So let us go to the program that we have created last time, and we are going to make some modifications. I will copy it so that I can create a new Java program. Copy, and we open a new file and paste it. We are going to call the program student average 2. Let us save it, and we are going to save it inside a folder called files, because the student.txt file is already inside this folder. Save. Now let us make the changes so that we open the file for appending. First step is that we need to import the class definition for file output stream from java.io, and we are already doing that. Next, we go to try. We need to create an object from the output stream for the file name and supply it as an input parameter to the constructor of the print writer. So we can do it at once for short, and inside we say new file output stream, and we supply the file name as an input parameter with the Boolean variable true, indicating that we want to append data. After the file is opened successfully for appending, then we need to add two more data. So we will remove the for loop. We don't need the for loop because we are going to add the data directly. So we are not going to ask the user to enter the data. We will simply use a println to add them directly. So let us add the data line for the first student. The student name is Sausan Hassan, and her ID 20203333, and the first test is 7.5 and the second test is 6.5. We are going to compute the average by adding the two tests and divide it by 2. So we will write a formula: 7.5 plus 6.5 divided by 2. So let us now delete the rest of the line, and let us also remove what was left from the previous line. Now we need to write the data line for the other student. So we will copy this line and we will paste it, and it's going to be for the student Abdurrahman Ibrahim. His ID 20194444. The first test is 10 and the second test is 7.5, and to compute the average we will add 10 plus 7.5 divided by 2, and we need to delete the rest of the line. See, we have an extra line here remaining from the previous loop, so we delete it, and now the implementation of the program is complete. Now let us run the program, but before that it is better that you close the input file if it is already opened by any text editor. And now since it is opened by JGrass, notice here, so it's better that you close it before you try to write into it. Otherwise, a conflict could happen. So let us close it, save the program, compile it. We don't have any errors. Now is the time to run the program. So after running the program, a message is displayed on the screen. All data lines are saved into the file student.txt. Let us open the file and see the result. And as you can see, two more lines are appended to the file at the end of the file. And this completes the implementation of our program.